Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys your Divine Masculine weekly forecast. I do apologize for it being a day late. If you guys follow me over on Instagram, you guys may know that we lost one of our babies this weekend. So it was our kitty cat named Chibs, and I've got a little statue here. So he's with us in spirit, but I don't want to go too much into everything here. I probably will talk a little bit more about it on tomorrow's reading with my other channel, Treasure Trove Tarot. I'll, go into a little bit of backstory on what happened and everything like that. If you guys want to know, I'll be over there tomorrow talking about it before we do the Witchy Wednesday. So anyways, we're going to jump right into this reading. All the decks I'll be using here today will be listed down below. We're going to do some of this reading here on the Mystic Moon channel, and then we're going to take some of it into the extended reading. So if you guys would like to check that out, I'll put that link down below. Today's Organite is called the Divine Lovers Organite, created by Michelle from Wingham Bell. So we're just going to go ahead and just do a little sage incense here just to kind of clear up some of the energy. We're asking Spirit to come through and guide us in the messages that we need to hear today about our Divine Masculine, our soul connection, twin flame counterpart, however you guys resonate with your masculine. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at the energies here of the main theme for growth and development for this connection this week, okay? So what is the main theme for growth and development this week for this connection? All right, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to use this deck here, which is kind of cool. It's got 3 different sections, and we're going to see what house is ruling the connection, the planetary influence, as well as the zodiac sign. So let's look at that. Let's take a look at the planet. What planet is coming through for growth and development for this connection this week? Let's look. We have Neptune. So Neptune is ruled by Pisces. So this is telling me here, it says your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and potential for illusion, okay? So this is about a very dreamy energy, very magical, fantasy, etc. But it's also very psychic as well. So what I'm getting here is that we could be exercising or really growing in the department of telepathy or having an increased amount of dreams about our counterpart. So obviously this goes for your counterpart as well, the masculine. So yeah, there's some kind of yearning that's taking place, and maybe people wake up from a dream and they really yearn for their counterpart. They really long for them. You know, we're missing, maybe we're fantasizing about our partner being there, or we're just dreaming about a time, right? So let's go ahead and get the house. What house is ruling the connection this week? What house is ruling the connection this week? Oh, we have the 11th house. It says where the cosmos grant wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. The 11. So it could be that a lot of you guys right now are seeing a lot of 11s when it comes to this connection. Maybe that's how you guys connect with your spirit team, by showing you 11s. So there could be something going on there. But this is about wishing upon a star. And what's interesting is I actually just watched the movie, the Disney cartoon Pinocchio. I think it was on not last night, but the night before. And the song's been playing in my head. When you wish upon a star, right? Makes no difference who you are. So it's so interesting that that's coming through. But to me, this is about our wishes being granted, our wishes being fulfilled. And you can see all those stars there. Look at that one particular star. So I feel like there's a wishing upon a star energy of this connection this week. Somebody is like looking up at the stars and just kind of like hoping or praying that the other person can feel their energy or feels them too. And I also am getting that song from Trespassers Williams, I think is the name of the band. It's called Different Stars. Yeah. So that's really cool. That's the song I'm getting that's channeled right now. So definitely look that up. And I believe it's one of the songs that I may have in one of my playlists on Mystic Moon under the Divine Feminine Ghosted deck. So I have a bunch of songs on there. So be sure to check it out. But yeah, something about being under different stars, wondering, where you are and if you still think of me kind of thing. Yeah. So that's interesting. So the theme for growth and development this week is that what's really growing is yearning and longing. What's really growing is psychic communication. What's really growing is meeting up in your dreams. So I feel like this is happening more frequently than usual this week. And there could be a lot of growth that's taking place, a lot of work that's being taken place in this other realm. Ooh, yeah, look at this, you guys. And we are in Gemini season right now, right? We're in Gemini's energy. Wait, are we in Gemini anymore? No, maybe we're not. But it might just be that this is that twin energy. It's that twin energy. Mercury energy, because Mercury rules Gemini. But I feel like because we're just coming out of Gemini, I believe, in going into Cancer. Yes, I think I'm a week off. I think there's a reason. I've been going through a lot last couple of weeks, with my baby. But I feel like something perhaps was activated under that Mercury's ruling of Gemini. And of course, Gemini is the twins. Also, we can see that looks like an 11. And I feel even going into Cancer's energy here, just currently being in it, there is something about communication being very strong. Now, Cancer is ruled by the moon, and the moon is all about psychic energy, dreams, and emotions, and divine feminine energy. So I feel like the divine feminine is able to send some sort of communication to her masculine. That's what I am seeing here. It says the energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. Interesting. So I'm also getting here that you guys could be having dreams that are very stimulating. When you wake up, it may be that you feel very energized, or you just feel a certain way. There could be all kinds of things that are happening in the dream world, or just when you close your eyes, you just feel like your twin or your counterpart is with you. So a lot of Mercury, a lot of information that's taking place psychically, telepathically in your dreams, or just in this different dimension. And this is really helping the connection to grow this week, or it's just really increasing this week, all of this energy. So let's go ahead and get some more messages on growth and development of the connection this week. Ooh, Six of Flames. So the Six of Flames is recognizing something. So I really feel like what's going on here is that both counterparts are recognizing something about how they feel about the other person, or they're recognizing that they have some sort of confidence that maybe they didn't have before. So I kind of am getting this feeling here that if somebody has been a little dreamy or confused and they're not sure if what they're feeling is an illusion, they're recognizing that it's not an illusion. They're recognizing that they're correct. They're recognizing that them and their counterpart are actually on the same page. So I feel like there could be signs that some of you have been receiving that your counterpart or your divine masculine is either thinking about you or feels a certain way, and you just know it this week. Interesting. So I feel like your intuition and trusting your intuition is growing. There's the moon energy with the high priestess for sure. So this is to me divine feminine. The divine feminine is trusting her higher self in these matters. The higher selves are connecting and communicating like crazy right now. So I really love to hear in the comment section down below what you guys are experiencing, or if you guys are experiencing like just a higher rate of psychic information or downloads or telepathy with your counterpart. Very interesting. But this is just knowing without a shadow of a doubt, just really trusting the intuition and saying, I'm recognizing that this is not an accident. I'm recognizing that this is not a coincidence. I keep seeing the same things. I keep hearing the same things. I'm just going to trust my intuition. And I really like this because we've got 11, and the 11th house. So there's a lot of 11s, you guys, that are matching up for your connection right now. This is Spirit's way, or just your higher self, or your person's higher self communicating with you that you are correct, that what you're feeling and thinking is true. Oh, that's so cool. That is very, very cool. Oh, look at this, you guys. King of Cups. So the King of Cups, you can just see his eyes. That's really cool to me because the rest of it is underwater. So a lot of watery energy, cup energy, mastering the emotions. This is Scorpio's energy, by the way. But the King of Cups is someone who is here to master their emotions. So there's some sort of, I feel for the masculine, because I see that this is the feminine. So the feminine's intuition is at an all-time high this week. And she's really learning to trust her intuition, that she's correct, instead of being, instead of like explaining things away. She's not explaining things away anymore. She's embracing her intuition this week. So that's growing. But what's also growing is the masculine's heart. What's growing is his cup, mastering his own emotions, getting in touch with his emotions. This is really growing. And so I feel, feminines, if you are experiencing a lot of emotions or you're feeling a lot of things, this is you picking up on your masculine's energy. You're recognizing that you know how to tune into his frequency and that you just know how he is feeling and what he is going through. So this is growing and it's getting stronger, and you guys are understanding it and you're knowing it and you're getting better at it. You're getting better at spotting the signs, paying attention to them, and trusting what you're feeling and hearing and seeing. That is so cool. I love this energy. So that's all about communication, but psychic communication. And it's all about dreams and the wishes that we have and what we want and turning that into a reality. So this is all growing this week. I love it. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look and see, how is the masculine right now when it comes to this particular feminine. So you feminines, who I'm doing the reading for, let's see what the masculine is thinking. What's going on in the headspace of this masculine right now towards the feminine. Okay, so we have Journey of the Soul, Sea Turtle. So of course, what is the sea turtle? The sea turtle is slow moving, but it's a journey nonetheless. So journey of the soul. And that's exactly what the masculine is going through right now. He also is looking at the feminine and seeing that she is a part of his journey. So he's also recognizing something significant about the feminine this week. He's recognizing that this is no ordinary love, which is interesting because that's a song by Sade. I think that's how you say her name. So this is no ordinary love. All right, what else? Ooh, we have transparency. I really feel when it comes to this masculine, you guys, that you are really connected to the heart space of this masculine. You're really connected to his emotions. And in this world, in this like either dream world or this maybe fantasy that you're having, he's able to be completely transparent with you and just let go and just be completely honest and share everything with you. So I do feel that as he is journeying through his soul, as he is ascending, as he is growing, he is learning to be more transparent and trusting how he feels about you. He's being really honest and genuine and present with his heart. That's why he's coming through as the King of Cups this week. Because he is learning how to trust his emotions. He is learning how to feel what he is feeling instead of running away from it. So he's slowly opening up his heart is what I'm seeing here. And he's slowly trusting it, trusting this process with the feminine. And with the Page of Swords, interesting. And that is being communicated to the Page of, or to the feminine. So the Page of Swords is a message. The way he sees the feminine this week, he sees her as someone he wants to communicate with. And so he could be communicating to her psychically through his heart. So feminine, if you're picking it up, definitely pay attention here. So if these messages are not coming in the 3D world, he is thinking about communicating with you, or he's communicating to you with his thoughts this week is what I'm seeing here. Now, the Page of Swords can, of course, indicate social media. So he could be seeing you on social media, feminine. He could be kind of looking to see how you feel, what you've got going on, especially if there's a separation, no contact right now. He could be just kind of trying to figure out, should I communicate? Would this be the right time? So there's something that he's really thinking about this week when it comes to communicating with the feminine. So let's go ahead and see the heart energy. What is the heart energy for this masculine? Oh my gosh, look, that's crazy, you guys. We have 2 different decks, but with the same exact word, transparency. Honest, authentic, genuine, present. Wow. So again, this just confirms, you guys, that the masculine is really in his heart space this week and really wants to just be transparent about how he feels. I do feel like he has something to communicate to the feminine, and there's something that he wants to say, but maybe he is afraid to actually speak these words. And so it's easier to just express them to her psychically, express them to her in his mind, express them to her in his heart this week. That's what I'm seeing here. And we have divination. So this is prophecy, fate, destiny, future fortune. So what I'm seeing here, you guys, is that the masculine is really truly trying to figure out and trust his heart, which tells him when to open up, when to make contact, when to express himself to you, feminine. We have fate and destiny. There is something that this masculine continues to feel fated in his heart towards this feminine. Feels like he's fated to know her. He's fated to be in her life. He's fated to speak to her again. So if you guys have not been speaking to this masculine in a while, he is really feeling this heavy in his heart space, that he wants to confess something to you, that he wants to let you know something this week. And we have the devil's energy. The devil's energy is Capricorn, okay? So the Capricorn energy is connected to Saturn, and Saturn is about karma, lessons, burdens, hardships. It's also about addictions, and it's about our egos, and it's about making decisions out of the ego instead of the true self. So I feel like the masculine could have gotten caught up somewhere in his life, and maybe he made really bad or, just poor decisions. It could have been his own addictions that were at hand, that were creating chaos in his life. So it could be that right now he is looking to, clear the air with the feminine, maybe apologize. You can see here he has actually got the hand out there, maybe wanting to offer something. Now, it does look like there's a man, and that man is very broken and very sad. So this does tell me that the masculine in his heart space this week towards the feminine is feeling some sort of grief, feeling out of control, feeling like maybe at a time when he did hurt the feminine, if that's your story, that he just was not in control of himself. So there's that feeling of regret and shame because of some actions, and he just wants to be transparent and either apologize or to tell her why he did what he did. So he's really feeling that heavy in the heart space and really feels fated or destined to make contact, and he's trying to figure out when the best time would be to actually make that contact with her. So let's go ahead and get an overall energy that the masculine has towards the feminine this week. What's the overall energy here? Okay, so we have a firm foundation, tiki hut. So maybe there is some kind of a foundation right now that's not very firm, and he's trying to figure out when, how he can become firmer in his just life, or steady in his emotions, or just whatever addictions or problems that he has right now. Maybe once he stabilizes his energy, that could be when he decides to reach out, or when he decides to fix this. Okay, yeah, because for whatever reason right now he feels like he feels afraid. It says caution, secrecy, and wary. Like, I'm very wary right now. I don't feel stable enough to contact you. I don't feel stable enough to maybe make these wrongs right. But there could be a reason, though. Maybe the feminine, because this is, again, his overall energy towards her. Let's just say she's moved on. Let's just say she has a firm foundation. Should this masculine just come in now that he's realized something? Should he come in and not destroy her life, but should he come into her life when maybe she's got something else going on? So there's a caution. He can't reach her. He can't come to her. It could even be connected to his own life, but there seems to be a little bit of a block here as to why he's not making this contact, feminine. Could just be his own hang-ups. Ooh, the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is a card where we would have to be sneaky. Now, this could be the hang-up for the masculine if he lied, cheated, ghosted feminine. This could be one of the reasons why he is afraid to approach you again. Okay, that could just be his own hang up right there. But it could be that either he's in another partnership or you're in another partnership, because the Seven of Swords usually indicates that we're going to have to be cautious. We're going to have to be sneaky. We can't just put it out in the open. And this firm foundation leads me to believe that either somebody doesn't feel solid enough right now to do something, or there's an existing partnership that's affecting this connection, if that makes sense. So the overall energy is that my heart and my higher self are communicating certain things to you, because there's something that's preventing me from making this contact with you and telling you how I really feel. So it's like you guys are both having to resort to this dream world, this 5D energy, this telepathy, this psychic communication. Interesting. Okay, so now we're going to take a look and see how are you guys triggering or activating each other this week. All right, how are you guys triggering or activating each other this week? Let's look at that. All right, so feminine, how are you triggering and activating the masculine this week? Interesting, we have one-sided. I feel like this masculine does not know, feminine, whether or not you still care for him or what you'll do. He feels like it's one-sided what he's feeling. He's actually not certain that you are hearing him. Feminine, I feel like in your heart and your intuition, you know something without a shadow of a doubt, but this masculine is not so sure. He feels like it might be one-sided. He feels like maybe you don't feel something for him, or that you don't feel the same. Interesting. He feels like you've let him go, feminine. I don't know why some of them feel this way, but they feel like you have let them go, like you've liberated yourself from him, that you have just completely, you're done with this situation. But psychically, feminine, you're maybe you already know this, or you're feeling this insecurity coming from your masculine. But I don't feel like you guys have let this masculine go, but he thinks you have. So you're triggering him this week, feminine. And the thing is, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. Maybe you're just living your life, you're doing your thing. If he is watching you on social media, that is, if you have social media, he could be seeing you doing really well. And so he just assumes that you have forgotten all about him, that you don't have these same feelings. Yeah. So we have, I'm a part of your spiritual growth. So this is triggering to him because even though he knows that knowing the feminine has made him a better person and has caused him to do some healing that he would not have done had he not come in contact with her and met her and had an experience. But it also, I feel, bums him out, because I think that deep down inside, he feels fated and destined, that there's still some unfinished business, that there's still more that you guys are supposed to experience. If you're just a part of his spiritual growth and ascension, he'll have to take that. But I just feel his energy this week, feminines, and it does seem like he feels bummed out by this. So he feels triggered. Yeah, he feels blocked, actually. He feels blocked this week to be able to reach the feminine with the Chariot's energy. And this is Cancer's energy. So the fact that, we're going into July, coming off a Gemini season, he is feeling this energy very heavy. So it's ruled by the moon. The moon is about our emotions. And I just feel like he's definitely in his emotions with this King of Cups energy this week. Definitely in his feels. I'm in my feelings from Lana Del Rey. Ooh, there's another song. A lot of songs coming up here, you guys. But yeah, that's what we have. So that's how you guys are triggering this masculine this week. Let's see how he's triggering you, feminines. How is the masculine triggering you this week? Okay, so we have superficial. So it could be that some of you feminines that are having a difficult time trusting your intuition, you might not be sure on whether or not this is just something that you're making up, which could be the Neptune's energy. Neptune's energy is kind of confusing. We feel like we're onto something, but then at the same time, our logical, practical mind explains it away and says, nah, that person could never be this. This person is going to continue to be, either a jerk, or they're going to continue to hide, or they're going to continue to be a liar or a cheater. So I feel, feminines, that there could be something that either you're seeing, or something that, like a memory is coming to you, something is coming back to you that's causing you to feel like this masculine will never be able to change, that he doesn't really feel the way that you think he feels. So in a way, you guys are kind of both assuming that maybe the other person doesn't feel the same, or that you're doubting your intuition. Yeah, we got bitterness. I do feel, feminine, that there may have been something that the masculine either said, or someone around the masculine that said something to you about him, or something you found out. It could even be through social media. And you're starting to feel this, it's either bitterness, or it's leftover bitterness from a time when the masculine was not being, his 100% authentic self. We could see with both of the cards this week that he does want to be transparent with the feminine, but maybe he was not always transparent. Maybe his superficial ways, the lying, deception, etc., caused a lot of bitterness for you, feminine. So this right here, it's kind of like, still kind of battling that bitter pill. It's still battling that bitterness of the sting, actually the sting of the heartbreak, the sting of the betrayal, whatever happened here. So it's still here. It's never going to completely go away, but I just feel it's like, it's all about, okay, so this one fell in my lap. It's all about, just where you want to be. It's kind of, and I know I say this all the time, but it's like, swallowing poison, but expecting someone else to die. It's like, how long are we going to continue to be in this energy, right? How long are we going to feel bitter over what this masculine did? So it's not about just saying, oh, it's okay. You can do whatever you want. You're my masculine. It's not that kind of energy. We're not excusing behavior, but we're also no longer willing to continue to see this masculine and this light. We're willing to ascend to the next level. And so I love that we've got this image here, because this says, I am here to collaborate with you. This is a connection that you guys signed up for, a contract that you signed up for together. Whether your souls remember it or not, it doesn't matter. You came together as a team to work out these issues. Now, you can't do the work for your masculine, and he can't do the work for you. So it is a team effort, but collaborating and coming together and meeting each other and having this experience together, this is what has brought out these feelings. This is what has brought out these triggers. This could also be that this causes the feminine. Maybe she feels a lot of anger, but she's pretending that she's okay. She's pretending that everything's cool. I've done that many times in my life, whether it was in romantic relationships, friendships, etc., where I act as though everything is okay, but deep down inside, I am seething. Deep down inside, it always comes back to bite me in the ass, because it can either be felt by the other person, or it's just I sabotage it at some point down the line. I've also seen other people do this with me too. So when you do not deal with your emotions and you're not honest and authentic about how you truly feel, it's just going to fester. So I feel, feminines, that if there's something that's coming up for you this week, and let's just say you are in communication with this masculine, because not everybody is in no contact, no communication, or no contact in separation. Some of you may still be having these conversations with your masculine. So if that's the case, feminine, and you feel like there's something that you need to get off your chest, I highly suggest that you do it. And of course, do it in a constructive way where you don't completely lose your head. But try not to put on a mask. Try not to be superficial here. Try to be honest and transparent, because we can clearly see that the masculine, the way he feels towards the feminine, is he is craving that transparency. And even if he reacts or doesn't take it well, to me, you guys came together as a team to work something out. So maybe if you guys can't get it figured out right now, maybe after, a period of time letting it marinate and soak for a while, people will kind of come to their own conclusions. Interesting. We got judgment, eye for an eye. So this right here is about past. There is something from the past, I feel, that is maybe still holding the feminine back. There's something that keeps coming back for her. And maybe she's not telling the masculine how much this hurt her, how much it affected her. There's still some sort of need for either a conversation or closure on some past action, okay? Because the feminine could be trying to get even in some way, even without realizing that she's doing it. It's like trying to pretend like, well, then I'm not going to care. Then I'm not going to do this. Then I'm not going to do that. It's a tit for tat. And what Spirit is saying here is that we're not going to grow and develop properly if we keep kind of swimming around in this energy. It doesn't actually help anything. It doesn't. You never really truly get even with anyone. All it does is it's just a bitter taste that you're just going to continuously keep tasting. So some feminines, I feel, are really starting to trust their intuitions this week. There are some of you that are still being kind of triggered by some past behavior or past bitterness and trying to work it out in your own way. But if you guys feel like you're now kind of having to wear a mask and not able to be authentic, and it's just creating further issues, with just masking your pain, you are being asked to maybe take a break from something, whether it's a conversation, contact, communication, until you feel like you can be more authentic, or just truly deal with this and just tell someone how you feel this week, or just moving forward, because I feel like that will be better than trying to stifle this, hide it, or try to get even or play a game even. Okay. So that's very interesting. So anyways, you guys, that's what I have for you this week when it comes to this connection. A lot of psychic contact, a lot of psychic communication, trusting your intuition, people really feeling like they want to come forward. There could be some things that are in the way, but a lot of this is here for a reason. A lot of these triggers are happening for a reason, so we can clear it and heal it. So that's what I have so far in this portion. If you guys would like to go a little bit further in this reading, over on the extended, we're going to take a look at some outside influences or third party that could be affecting this connection. I did see blockages come through. So whether it's third party or just someone, the way that they feel, we're going to take a look at that energy. We're also going to go into what is the divine masculine actually keeping from the divine feminine. Is he withholding something? Is he keeping something a secret, etc.? We're going to look at that. Then we're going to take a look at his confessions from his mind, his body, and his soul. So all three levels, we're going to be looking at confessions there. And then we're going to get some advice from Spirit just basically on this connection this week and how to conduct yourself and carry on, carry forward, etc. So anyways, you guys, I hope to see you guys over there. The link will be down below. And thank you guys again so much for watching. Also, everybody that sent their love and their support and prayers just for our loss. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. All right, you guys, thanks a lot. Take care. Bye-bye.